Once again, good morning with smile. How are you this morning? Thanks God. We are here. It means we are still alive. Did you imagine the gospel, the readings into these readings? It's quite terrifying to imagine. It talks about the end of time. It talks about destruction. Did you experience great calamities in your life? Like, for example, as being mentioned in the gospel, earthquakes, typhoon, hurricane, or even war. Did you experience that? No? In my almost 6 years in Vermont, I did not experience any typhoon or any even strong winds here or strong rain. No? Not so. We are so lucky in this area. No? But back home in the Philippines, talking about typhoon, sometimes we run out of names. No? Because if there is a typhoon being formed in the Pacific, usually the first landfall is in the Philippines. No? In fact, almost a year ago, December 16, 2021, we experienced a very strong typhoon, Category 5. No? A lot of destruction, a lot of damages, a lot of flooding, landslides, and some people died during that typhoon. And also talking about earthquake. In my lifetime, I experienced twice. No? The last one was on October 15, 2013. It was happened in our province. It was quite a strong earthquake, 7.2 magnitude. Just in few seconds, a lot of destruction. Number or dozens of old stone churches being destroyed, buildings, houses, and even hundreds of people died because of that earthquake. We have a lot of volcanoes, and we are in the ring of fire in our province. So expected that there are some earthquakes, there are some calamities will happen every day, every now and then. No? And this is the life. We cannot escape from that. No? We try to live a resilient life of all this kind of situation. My dear brothers and sisters, this is what Jesus is talking about in the gospel of today, in our theme into this Sunday. Jesus said the destruction of the temple. People were so amazed about the beauty, the decoration of the temple. But Jesus said, time will come that nobody in this building will live. Time will come that it will be destroyed. And even Jesus, not just talking about destruction of that building, he's reminding us. It is a reminder for us that everything we are building, everything that we are trying to build in this life, time will come that all these things will be gone. And also Jesus is talking about the destruction, not just about the physical building, but about our faith. He warns those followers, those people that follows him will experience persecution in their lives, in their faith. No? If we try to reflect on this, talking about faith, many times in our life that our faith was being tested. No? It is like a gold. No? You can see or you can find out the authenticity of that gold once it is being tested by fire. The same also with our faith. Our faith, we can say that our faith in God is strong if it is being challenged, if it is being experienced with trials and difficulties as we journey in our faith. The challenges can be personal in our personal life, because Jesus said to us, if you want to follow me, you must deny yourself, your personal wants in life. We must deny our human desires just to be persistent and consistent with our faith in God. Maybe another challenge in our faith, even in our community, no? Our faith are being shaken. There are many distractions that sometimes weaken our faith. No? You know, after the election, a good number of people came to me. They said, Father, I'm quite disappointed with the result of the election. And then I just smiled them, no? And said, this time is a time for you to prove how strong is your faith in God. When you experience challenges, when you experience trials and difficulties in your faith. No? St. Luke in the Gospel presents to us that persecution as an opportunity for the followers and the faithful of Jesus to show and to stand firm in their faith. It is an opportunity to show the power and wisdom of God in times of trials and difficulties. And he said, perseverance in the face of persecution will lead us to salvation. And even Jesus is challenging us to become his disciples. It is not easy. You must deny yourself. You must experience rejection. You must maybe hated by many. You must experience persecution, even death. No? This is the challenge of Jesus for us. Again, to stand in faith, to stand in truth, is not easy job. My dear brothers and sisters, if we talk about persecution, it can be in many forms. If we try to look at it in a global perspective, there are a lot of people, our brothers and sisters around the world, being tortured, being denied to express, to spread the gospel of Jesus. Even in a lot of places around the world, they were being persecuted and even tortured to death because of the gospel. Maybe in our life, we did not experience that. But for those people, this is the life of the martyrs. This is the life of the saints. They offered their lives. They were being tortured. They were being persecuted because they proclaimed Jesus. And again, this is a challenge for us. This is a time for us to stand in faith, to trust in the Lord. If Difficulties will occur in our life. This is the challenge. Do not never tire of doing what is right. Don't give up when disaster strikes in your life. Don't panic when troubles come. The Lord said in the gospel, the Lord said to us, He is so true in His promise, and the kingdom will come on its fullness. And remember, Jesus said, not a hair on your head will be destroyed. By perseverance, you will be secure your lives. This is what gives us hope and make our faith strong, because Jesus Himself promised us, if we will persevere in this world, in this life, the promise of eternal kingdom, at the end of time, you will receive it. No? Just imagine that, my dear brothers and sisters. Our life in this world, yes, it is true that it's quite hard. Every day we experience difficulties, challenges, failures. But if we will persevere, God promised us that at the end of time, the kingdom will be yours.